Hi guys, this is KlazartSC bringing another audio commentary, and this time I'm commentating on a game between Boxer and Stork. And this game is an exciting game to watch for several reasons. First of all, Stork is a player who potentially could end up winning both MSL and OSL season finals. He is someone who in the past had been talked about being a prodigy, but then fell off the scene for a little while before his resurgence to form of late, and has been playing some absolutely amazing StarCraft and beating several good players along the way. He actually also has a matchup versus Terran that he would have been preparing for coming shortly in the MSL versus 910 on Thursday, so that's something that he's obviously been preparing for. In addition to that, he's going to be facing off against his own teammate Firebat Hero, and while I don't feel that 910 is going to be a significant challenge for Stork, I do feel that Firebat Hero has been playing some beautiful StarCraft, and it's going to be an exciting and tense matchup between the two teammates. So this game against Boxer really is almost a preview, I feel, of Stork's game against Firebat Hero, because Boxer has been playing some amazing StarCraft as well. This matchup is unfortunately being played on MontyHall, and while I do hate this map for all its guts and glories, I do feel that you can occasionally get good Terran versus Protoss games on it, and with these two great players playing before us today, hopefully we will get another good game on this map. And Stork is just at the bottom right position, at the 5 o'clock position at the bottom right corner of the map, and Boxer is at the top left in yellow, or in orange, sorry, at the 11 o'clock position. And I have always felt that this is a map that favors the players who fast expand, that favors the players who play for a more standard strategy, although it does look like Stork has gone for kind of a more normal tech route. We have seen Protoss players on this map go for one gateway into Nexus, or sometimes even pylon into Nexus, and I do feel that is a viable strategy on this map because it is ridiculously difficult to rush. Boxer seems to be going for a fairly standard strategy as well, so neither player trying to be risky, neither player trying to get the economic advantage early on. I suppose with Terran versus Protoss, proxying and cheesing is a huge part of the game, and so it can be difficult sometimes to try and take that risk, and when you do take that risk, it can end up backfiring on you. Most notably, we saw a matchup where Bisu fast expanded and ended up winning the game because of it, and that was a matchup versus Up Magic. So Bisu came out on top in that, and definitely I do feel that when players fast expand on this map, they tend to have enough of an economic advantage and tend to be able to carry that through. It's even when UUV went for a rush versus Flash in the same lane as he had fast expanded, Flash was still able to come out on top in that game, and that just shows you how difficult it is to effectively counter a fast expand on this map. And Stork has just actually scouted into Boxer's base. He's got a probe into Boxer's base. Boxer going for the standard build, and Stork is now aware of it. Boxer, though, hasn't sent an SCV down, hasn't been able to scout Stork, so he doesn't know what Stork is doing, though he has got the Marine out, so he should be able to take that probe out. It's going to be interesting to see, with both players going for standard strategies, what is going to come of this matchup. Obviously, Boxer is unaware of Stork's build, so he does not know that Stork has got that robotics bay almost complete, and therefore Stork is going to be probably going for a Reaver drop to try and harass Boxer's economy, and it doesn't look like Boxer has even started an engineering bay yet, but he still has a good amount of time to do that. So I do expect both players to try and set up a command center relatively soon, because it doesn't make sense for me to simply be going for a one command center build, because in the long run you're going to set yourself behind. Both players taking the cautious approach here, and Boxer seems to be going for a Vulture before he completes the machine shop, and Boxer's actually trying to clear out the mineral line at the middle of his base, so he's actually managed to create a gap there. So that suggests to me that Boxer is now going to set up that command center just in the middle lane. Stork actually has gone for his observatory before going for the robotic support bay, and that's very interesting to note. I'm surprised that he's done that. I would have expected him to actually set up, and Boxer is setting up that command center and going for the machine shop first, so he wasn't going for a Vulture, he's going for a machine shop first. And Boxer might have gone for a Vulture there, because there is the unit going down the middle, and Boxer did build one Vulture before going for the machine shop. So, but I'm not sure if he hasn't researched spider mines, I'm not sure how he expects to actually be able to get through the middle lane there. The fact that Boxer has not scouted the bottom lane at all is a little bit worrying. The fact that he's not scouted Stork's base at all is a little bit worrying. Scouting is very important in this map, and Stork did make the sacrifice of a probe to actually get one in there and scout Boxer's base, so he knows what Boxer is doing. Boxer unfortunately does not know what Stork is doing. For all he knows, Stork could have fast expanded, but unfortunately Boxer has no idea of this. Stork, though, I'm surprised that he didn't go for that robotic support bay, that he went for that observatory first. I presume that's because he saw Boxer's tech and wanted to make sure he had an observer out in case Boxer went for it. It looks like Boxer's got a cancel building there. Maybe he was going for another... Sorry, maybe he was going for another factory that he decided to cancel. I'm not sure why he would do that. Stork, though, has gone for a pretty standard build, and I'm just surprised to see that Stork hasn't set up an expansion yet. Stork now with the observers out, just scouting up that middle lane, and I'm yet to see a robotic support bay for Stork. I've yet to see him put up an expansion either, so Stork's play a little bit mystifying. Boxer has got a siege tank now barreling down the middle, and he's also got a couple of marines, so Boxer's going to try and put a little bit of pressure, and Boxer now sending out a lot of SCVs as well, just to his command center. Again, I get a little bit excited when I see Terran players sending out SCVs. Obviously the purpose of those SCVs is not to perform any kind of rush or push, it's simply to send them out to his newly created expansion in the middle lane. And Boxer now just pushing down that middle lane is just trying to establish, and Boxer building a bunker, so Boxer just trying to establish a firewall here against Stork, trying to establish an early kind of contain. Obviously it's very difficult on this map to contain. Boxer could set up a contain in the middle lane, and that might not be very effective, but Boxer has got siege mode, and Stork now finally with that robotic support base. So that robotic support base seemed to me to go up very late. I think the reason behind that was because Stork invested a lot of resources, a lot of gas in those observers, and therefore did not have the necessary gas to build a robotic support base. He seems to have 3 observers, obviously trying to counter the fact that Boxer has gone for the tank, had gone for the early vulture, and Stork wanted to make sure that he didn't fall prey to any spider mines. But Boxer has set up a siege tank outside Stork's base, and definitely you would have to give Boxer a little bit of an edge in terms of economy, and Stork doing exactly that. He's actually avoiding the middle siege that Boxer set up because he knows that Boxer is going to have a difficult time actually getting through there, so he's going to try and pressure Boxer from the bottom lane, knowing that Boxer can't have much in way of defense if he is expending those resources on trying to set up that contain. Stork now sending out probes as well, so Stork's expansion is up and running, and you would have to give Boxer a little bit of an advantage, at least in economic terms. And Stork now has got that shuttle. I'm not sure if he's got a Reaver in that shuttle. I don't think he could possibly have a Reaver. I think Stork might be trying to actually take advantage of the fact that Boxer is committed resources to that push, and Boxer might not be aware that this drop is coming down. Boxer does have a couple of tanks though, and I don't think Stork has a Reaver in that shuttle, so definitely even if Stork comes in with a couple of Dragoons, Boxer should have enough to defend this. Excuse me, sorry. So Boxer, and Boxer is now indeed setting up some turrets, so Boxer seems to be aware of that shuttle, or at the very least is setting up those turrets in anticipatory fashion, and Stork has floated those Dragoons over using his shuttle, and he's actually pushing up the middle lane now. Boxer does have a couple of tanks, but they're not in siege mode. Boxer should have seen those Dragoons now, and he has seen those Dragoons, so he needs to bring those tanks back out and set them up in siege mode while he delays Stork, and Stork actually managed to kill off that turret with those Dragoons, but Stork is going to be forced back because Boxer has got siege mode tanks there, and the Dragoons really are, I'm afraid, not enough to do any significant damage. So basically what Stork is doing is cutting off Boxer's resupply route to his middle base, and Boxer has invested significant resources in building a command center that if Boxer can't reinforce it, he's going to find himself in a little bit of trouble.